Alright guys, so I'm going to catch you up real quick. I didn't film the last few steps because it's steps that I've already done with the other fenders. I took the rear driver's side fender off. It was Bondo, sand, Bondo, sand, Bondo, sand. And then I covered it with the tape again to, so I use that as like a releasing agent when I'm about to do fiberglass. So I covered it with the masking tape. I sprayed it with some, I had, instead of clear, I had the white spray paint, which is the same. It had a high gloss finish. So I sprayed it with the white, and then I put the fiberglass over it. And here it is. I just finished. All the tape you see is just because I didn't want to put a whole bunch of cuts in the fiberglass. So to hold it and give it its shape around the edges instead of it waving up, I just put some tape on there to hold it down in place. You can see where I didn't put the tape, it kind of sticks up. But here it's going to get cut straight anyway, so it's straight. But on the other side, it has a flat edge here, and I want it up against that. So I put some tape on there, and now I'm going to just let it dry. That should be, it's like, let me see what time it is, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I got off of work at like 12, and I'm working for 3 hours. Now I'm going to go take a shower, go to sleep, because I'm tired. So, and it's hot. It's like 85, 80 degrees, and it's like, you see me sweating. But yeah, next time you'll see me is going to be a new day. Alright. Later. Alright guys, I want to make a quick video. It's the next morning, so I think I stopped at like 2:33, and it's 9:30 now, so 7 hours later. And I was just checking because I had never put the tape on there to keep it in place, and I thought it was going to be a pain in the butt, but I just want to make this little snip here to show y'all that how easy it actually is coming off. Still, I don't know if you can see the shine here from the pieces of tape, but so it's still a little bit wet underneath, but it's just, oh, this piece ripped a little bit. It is literally just coming off, almost easier than, I don't know. I didn't think it was going to come off this easy, but I'm okay with it. Back here, it's getting a little, almost like it's pulling the fibers off. It didn't do that around the whole rest of it, but it's okay. They'll dry and they'll get sanded off. But yeah, I think it's just because I had this little piece sitting in the sun for a couple minutes while I was deciding to make the video. I can't even break that piece. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can slide it from under. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to leave it on there while it was actually drying, so you can see none of the tape is left on there, and I just pulled it to the back, and I'm gonna leave it there. It's not a big deal. It'll till later. But I'm gonna leave it here in the sun to bake. Well, I gotta go do some work here. It's Sunday, and they just called me in. I'm not supposed to be working today, but you know. Gotta make that money. Peace. Alright guys, so I just got off of work probably about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes ago, and I was thinking about working on the car the whole time I was working. So as soon as I got home, I got busy. So this is the driver's side rear fender flare, and I kind of marked it out how I want it mounted. So all the little X's there are the mounting points. This line here is where it'll separate for the door. So I'll cut that. I didn't want to cut it yet, just because I wanted to make the other side as close to this as possible. So I figured it'd be easier as one piece. So anyways, I marked that out. And then when I got home today, I kind of improved. I don't know if you remember when I did the reverse mold for the front fender. I'll link it here so you can, I don't know, whatever corner it is in, but I'll link it so you can see if you want. I improved on my molds for the reverse copy of the rear fender flare, and I just got right into it and forgot to hit the record button. So this is, let me bring this up here so you can see kind of what I did there. So instead of wasting a whole bunch of expanding foam this time, I actually built the inside up. So hopefully 2 cans, maybe even 1. I'm thinking 2 though. Hopefully 2, because that's all I bought. And this all should be full. Then I can let it dry. I just think it's a improvement over the last one. I kind of put the tacking air bubbles in there, and it really didn't work too well, and I had to use like 5 cans, I think, to fill it up. So here's the new and improved reverse mold. I'm gonna get the expanding foam, spray it in there, and I'll show you how it looks when I got that in there. All right. Alright, so here is the driver's side rear fender. Oh, let me grab it this way. Alright, just so you know what we're looking at. I did trace the angle of the door split here that I wanted. And now I put a template there. And I'm going to do the big piece here and have the piece come up here, and I'm gonna bring it all the way up here. That way I can trim it how I want to fit it in the door. So right now I have it taped in. I'm gonna get the hot glue gun and glue the crack in there to hold this where it needs to be, because I want to take the tape off of this side, and I'm gonna lay the fiberglass onto this part and here, because it's going to be one piece with this. I have been working on, oh shit, it's hot, the rear driver's side fender. I took some video last night of the process of doing it, but I think the file messed up. If not, you'll already have saw it. Nice and dry now, and it sits on the car like this. The wheel will be where my hand is, and this here is the part that I just added. You can see, if you're looking at it like this, it'd be sitting on the car. This piece here is the angle for the door to close. So I actually cut, here's the other piece. It's all taped up and drying right now, but the front piece, I cut it off. The front piece usually sits right here. Now added this angle, that way when this is on the car and the other piece is on the door, when I open the door and close the door, they'll line up and match right on here. And I'm putting the flat piece right there on the back side of the front half of the back fender, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I have it on there. That's what it looks like. Gonna sit on the car like this, and then they should match up pretty nice. Also, while I was waiting for the cure, I went ahead and removed the rear fender flare. Get this out of the way. The rear fender flare from the mold that I made, and shaped it a little bit and stuck it onto the car so I could work it out a little. So yeah, trying to get this done fairly quickly. Alright guys, so let me see if I can get a good angle. It is really close, but since this tire doesn't turn, and actually this, after I get it on there right, it'll be out a little bit more, something like this. But I wanted it close. This tire doesn't turn, so you don't have to worry about that. It does go up about, it has about 1.5 inches of travel, so it might go up this much, but it won't, hopefully it won't rub. Let it adjust a little bit. It fits pretty nice. I kind of got this gap sort of hooked up. We got the I had to actually take it off and redo some parts, like down here. I had to add some fiberglass. It came here and then it came out like this, and that was it. So it was missing this whole triangle here. So I had to take it off, redo that so it would hug up against the bumper. And let's see, the last thing, I think last time we were doing the insides, these parts here, and this part here. So I have it kind of so you can see, just I don't know, for looks, for it's not necessary, I don't think, but this here I wanted to for sure, because it adds like 100% strength to this here instead of letting it wobble. This triangle, you see, it's also connected in here. It has a little lip. The sun is killing the camera right now, but there's a lip there. You can see I put my fingers behind it. There we go, that's a little better. So yeah, there's a lip there. Goes down. Right now I just have it in there with some carpenter screws to keep it where I want it while I do the Bondo. That way it dries how I want it to sit.